all the different circumstances. Nobody has played in an environment like this, and I'm just so excited that things are about to tip off and we're going to see what it looks like.
Greg Popovich, Mike Budenholzer, the Bucks and San Antonio underway in the...
Because it's been a long time since they played against anybody else. And it'll be interesting to see just how all of their bodies react to competition again. Positive tests for these last couple weeks, which is great news for everybody there.
DeRozan averaging 22.2 a game, 18th in the NBA. Off to the right. And here's the push by San Antonio. DeJounte Murray, and the ball goes Bryn Forbes for San Antonio with Lonnie Walker, DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and Derek White. Missed corner three. Robin Lopez the rebound. They swing it right back. And that is a three for Marvin Williams. Korver from the corner missing the triple. Here's DeMar DeRozan. Sterling Brown is back. And Bryn Forbes. 16-10, San Antonio leading the Bucks. 2:47 remaining in the first quarter. Working inside.
Hey, in that situation, you just throw it up high. Let the big man go get it and put it right in.
Robin Lopez scoring in the restricted. You'll see Bucks graphics, and San Antonio is seeing the same situation for their viewers. Yes!
Down. So it's just great to see Bucks basketball happening again. And it's going to take, those shots will fall. Shooters shoot. So nobody's worried about that. I think they're probably focused on defense and the flow of it all.
A missed three. Final spot is between Orlando and Brooklyn. Brooklyn apparently has been given a much higher percentage opportunity to get into the playoffs. And of course that is important for the Bucks as Giannis flushes another. Keldon Johnson makes the three. Milwaukee up 2, 25-23. Number 22 with a spin move, Chris Middleton.
Got three different Bucks players around you, and you still find a way to get the ball in the basket. I mean, that takes focus and keeping your eye on the rim rather than on the defenders.
Back outside arena. It will be at least 4 hours from now. They have to take 4 hours between games, completely sanitize everything. So great care being taken, as you know, in the bubble. Jump ball call.
Well, based on what the players and staff who are in the bubble and what they're saying, I mean, everybody really does feel safe, and they're really impressed with all the protocol.
Jakob Poeltl in the paint. Part of that on that Sunday.
Oh, it was beautiful to see Milwaukee just come together and do the right thing and walk down the streets of this city. And what you can't expect the fouls to do is to slow Giannis down. I mean, he has made it clear that no matter where he is in terms of foul trouble, he's going to still go full steam ahead and play the game that he knows how to play in the way that he likes to play it, which I think is a great approach to it, because again, we talk about once you start to think about things, that's when you turn the ball over, that's when you kind of go half speed, and that's not what the team needs him to do. To turnovers. DeJounte Murray getting to go in the paint.
Well, since you called that play, why don't you just keep going? Zora Stevenson on play-by-play, whether she wants to or not.
We're all family here. No judgments. No judgments. So be ready.
They look like a jury.
They do. Pick and roll action. He gets the mid-range shot. And this is a Spurs team that thrives in that mid-range game. I mean, you're talking about DeMar DeRozan, who loves the mid-range. 52% from the field. Second among guards in the league. DeJounte Murray getting to the sweet spot there. And that's just hard to guard. There was a size difference there. And when Brook Lopez can today, another one on Saturday, and then the final one against New Orleans on Monday. Lonnie Walker, the fourth, the list. If they get that championship, and I would suppose Brooke and Robin wouldn't let them leave before getting the full Disney experience. Chris Middleton with the steal, had it in the open court, but wants to set things up. Giannis coming down the lane, doing what he does.
17 for him now.
And it's 2 weeks since they've been there. Sterling Brown will try for three. Gets it to go. Gets a three-pointer there to go. 79-60. And this is where, even when the Bucks have the first half that they did shooting, we knew that a streak was coming. That's what you just come to expect.
Math.
I didn't want to say anything. I was waiting. Derek White gets the mid-range jumper. And that be a little farther down the road.
Shemezi Metu with the miss for the Spurs. Well, the NBA was, as Giannis takes it in for the double-handed flush. Nice
focus now that they're in Orlando, because you don't want to forget all that hard work you put in and the goal you had in mind, and now you have an opportunity to close it out. Starts today.
Brook Lopez 3 for 3 on triples. He hit that 25-footer with an assist from Frank Mason. Here is Marvin Williams with the flush. Was ejected from the game. It was Tim Duncan that would typically take over. I haven't seen Tim today, have you?
He's not in Orlando. He stayed back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that mean he won't be there at all?
That is my understanding.
Okay. And I'm sure that what they've done for the seeding games and the fairly sound in this scrimmage, that statistic would validate it. 19 turnovers, 7 over the average by the Spurs. They led the league, do lead the league at 12.3 turnovers per game. Frank Mason. 105-87, 2:35 to play.
I'm sure the guys will just say, hey, today was a lot of fun. Because
that will be against Sacramento. And then Monday night, Zora and I will call the scrimmage between the Bucks and the New Orleans Pelicans.
You know, Jim, I'm thinking about that hit and that Eubanks dunk. And Thanasis is better than me, because I would have just probably ran out of the way if I saw somebody coming down
he
like
stood
that.
In there.
I would have said, hey, you got this one. We'll go back on the other end.
Sterling Brown, 5 points. Lonnie Walker leaves it for Eubanks. He gives it up as he was double-teamed at the free throw line by Mason and Brown. Sterling Brown, the rebound.
And this proves the point right here. Sterling Brown gets the rebound and he just brings it up the floor, and it's a faster way to get into your offense because you don't have to wait for Frank or whoever is the designated point guard to bring it up, and it ends up in 2 points. And you catch the defense kind of on their heels too, because they think you're going to wait and get into the offense, and with the Bucks, that's just not the case.
That speaks to the versatility of the Bucks roster. They have several players, as everyone knows, who can bring the ball up.
All right, Jim, so the first scrimmage.
It worked, huh? Pretty good. 113-92.
The Bucks seem to still be the Bucks, which is great news.
Their defense was fairly sharp today, forcing all of those turnovers. 23 San Antonio turnovers, 31 Milwaukee points. That's a big story. The defense establishing the tempo for the game today. The Bucks turned it over 12 times. That, of course, would be at a league-leading pace, as San Antonio normally turns the ball over 12 times a game. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He played a long while with 5 fouls. Chris Middleton, 16 points. Brook Lopez, 3 for 3 on threes with 17 points. And on the other side for San Antonio, the leading scorer ends up being Lonnie Walker IV with